misericors est Deus, pius et justus.
I read the novel Hemlock Grove that was brought to me by producing partner Eric Newman. People have been asking me to come up with a horror television series going back to my first film, Cabin Fever. And the problem that I ran into was that what makes horror great is that anyone can die at any moment. And what makes television great is that the characters you love can come back for week after week. And I could never figure out how to fix that problem.
I need to brush my teeth.
And you know, I read this book and he said this would make a great television series. We thought this was like a monstrous Twin Peaks. It was this very violent, very dark murder mystery. And we took it to Netflix and they said, let's do it. Season, you know, just do the full season.
I need your help to make sure that no more girls get killed.
I think that the viewers changed the way it was storytelling because Netflix was adapting to the way people are watching shows. It was a thing that couples did. They're like, oh, my girlfriend and I, we're on Mad Men season 2, or we're in Breaking Bad right now. And I thought it was great that Netflix said they were going to start making shows adapting to the way people really watch shows, which is put all the episodes on at once. So knowing that we were doing all the episodes and that they were all going to be on at once changed the way we could tell the story. Yeah. Suddenly, you obviously want people to tune into the next episode, but suddenly the violence in episode 1 affects episode 3 in a different way. Because knowing people are watching it in a row, it's really like a 13-hour movie. So the first episode is a lot of setup, and then the second episode it starts to transform. It really, you know, instead of making it scary right off the bat, you have some of that, but you really can draw it out like a longer form drama. And what I liked about Brian's book was the way he wrote about American gypsy culture and using the root mythology of werewolves and vampires and leap-years and everything that Bram Stoker based his writing on, and using Mary Shelley as an inspiration to create this bizarre, strange world of small-town America with all these monsters kind of lurking underneath the surface, which I thought is a very interesting metaphor for America today.
Tell me a story about being a gypsy.
There are things that look like you and me. Smiles, beating hearts.
You know, we wanted to do something that would be different, and we wanted the characters the idea was that if these kids who lived in Hemlock Grove saw Twilight, they'd think it was hilarious. Because they think, oh, that's what everyone thinks we were really like. But then when you see what happens, it's like, oh God, this is how it really works. And Brian was the one that researched and told me that in the original mythology of vampires, a vampire is created by suicide. You have to kill yourself and then to be reborn as a vampire. So, you know, it's driving someone to suicide to create a vampire is a really, really sick, weird, interesting idea. Yeah. And I liked that the story gets very, very dark.
It's my house, it's my money, and it always was.
I think what's great about Netflix is they're not a ratings-based system. I mean, Hemlock Grove, what makes it a success is people talking about it and renewing their Netflix subscriptions. And you know, they'll know how many people are watching it, but they don't ever have to release that information. But the fact that everyone in the world is talking about House of Cards and Netflix, and every filmmaker now wants to make a TV show there, suddenly, you know, that's great for Netflix.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.